Hello folks, here we are, just on the news this morning, 16,000 people worldwide have died with coronavirus, and it's brought to our attention that we have just got to take precautionary measures of the utmost strength. The importance of washing your hands, staying the distance from your next person, and taking care when you sneeze and things like that. All those little things, and staying at home unless it's absolutely essential to go out. It's so important. We don't realise how important it is until we see what's happened in other parts of the world, and we certainly don't want that to happen here. So whilst we may think, oh, this is maybe unnecessary doing this, look, if we've been told to do it, the Premier's really impressed upon us that don't go anywhere unless you've got to, don't mix with other people unless you've got to, and isolate as much as you can and prevent it from being a problem in Tasmania. As the Waratah-Wynyard Council goes, we've made some very strict rules and regulations around it, but there's a few things I'd like to touch on which may be worrying you about where we are as a council and what we're doing and what services we are providing. And I have a note here that I'd like to refer to in relation to where the council stands in this. As a provider of essential services, Council will do all it can to continue with the business as usual to ensure services continue uninterrupted. Some of those services that may be worrying you are the waste management will continue. Public toilets will be scrupulously kept clean. There's no doubt about that. Cemetery management is a very serious one and a very emotional situation at this time. Planning and regulatory services, just to name a few. Council has enacted its business continuity plan and is working hard with other state bodies, not only to protect staff and the community, but also to explore hardship and stimulus options in the future. There's certainly going to be a lot of people experiencing enormous hardships. As you move around and you see the spin-off, it's downstream things that are going to be affected. Not only the business in town that you say, oh, we've got to close, the supplier to those people, and then further down, the producer of that goods and services. Council, in line with federal government directives, to date, Council has closed the council-owned caravan park at Waratah, closed the Waratah Museum and the Athenaeum Hall, closed all indoor sporting venues and public halls. That's our sporting centres, our football grounds, everything where public might gather. The Wonders of Wynyard, our award-winning tourist information centre, that's closed to the public access, but will remain on phone line for people and tourists to phone in if there's anyone about that wants some information. The offices here at Wynyard and Waratah remain open, however. We have implemented several controls to ensure social distancing, including signage and marked lines for visitors. There is a distances marked on the floor and things like that. Even when you go into the supermarket now, you have to stay behind a line before you proceed to the cashier. People may notice some changes to the way we operate and our processes. However, it won't affect the end outcome for our service delivery. We will still retain and do our best to maintain our utmost high quality service to the public. If people are looking for information, go to coronavirus.tas.gov.au, or there is an information on our council website. And remember to practice good hygiene. Look, wherever we go, we just don't realise what we might touch. If you're coming upstairs and you touch a handrail, that could be contaminated. So look, take every opportunity that's available to you to go and wash your hands and take care of those things. Even if you get in someone else's car and you touch the steering wheel or the seats, there's a chance. And the other thing is, if you know someone that's lonely, living on their own, and they're worried about all these things, please just make contact with them at a distance or by the telephone and say, how you going? Look after your friends, take care of your family, and keep an eye out for each other. That's about my message for today, and I thank you for tuning in.